and the other two are Ruby and Max. These are all red kangaroos, but the redness of a red kangaroo is a male hormone-driven trait. The females turn the blue-gray color as soon as they leave the pouch. The males remain red for all their life unless they're very old. And the kangaroos we're here with the babies, who we're primarily going to talk about kangaroo reproduction, gestation, such as that this morning. And then your kangaroo encounter this afternoon, we'll talk more about kangaroos generally. The kangaroos have a super unusual system, and you're welcome to walk around pet these. They have a super unusual system of reproduction, gestation, the whole 9 yards. And the start of it is kangaroos are marsupials, meaning mammals with pouches. All marsupials pretty much have 2 uteruses. Kangaroos take it one step further. They have 3 vaginas. One goes to one uterus, one goes to the ureter, one goes to the other uterus. And the other idiosyncrasy is that a kangaroo will be pregnant after its first pregnancy for every day of its life. When the baby kangaroo is born, it is the size of a jelly bean. Gestation is 33 days, fertilization at birth, and when the baby is born, it is the size of a jelly bean. That jelly bean crawls on its own up to its mother's pouch and latches onto its teeth. That is what it looks like on the day that it is born. And if you zoom in a bit there, you'll see that it has no back legs, no tail, no eyes, just 2 little front legs and a mouth. And that crawls on its own to its mother's pouch and latches onto its teeth. When the kangaroo gets latched on, it does not let go even once for a minimum of 70 up to 90 days. As long as the kangaroo remains continually latched on, mom is making something more similar to colostrum than milk. When it starts to nurse and release, that makes the mother shift from colostrum to milk. It will continue to make milk for the rest of the time the baby nurses. The baby will stay in the pouch. The first time it will stick its face out of the pouch is at 6 months. The first time it will jump out of the pouch is at 7 months. In the wild, from 7 to 8 months, they can go in and out of the pouch. From 8 to 10 months, they're too large to get into the pouch anymore, but they'll put their face in to drink milk. Somewhere in the 10 to 11 month range, the mother will wean the baby in the wild. And when the babies are weaned, the females will become part of the group, the males will be driven away. The normal family group for red kangaroos is 1 male, 50 females. So if you want to be the 1 male, 49 have got to go, and that's the way they roll. So that all sounds pretty normal, but from there it gets weird. So when the female kangaroo, after she's pregnant the first time, she makes Pitocin all of the time. She always makes something similar to Pitocin, which is what you give to a human female to induce labor. Kangaroo makes it for all of its life after its first pregnancy. When the baby crawls up and latches onto the teeth, the mom is making the Pitocin. The baby being latched onto the teeth makes the mother produce a second chemical that blocks the Pitocin. So she doesn't normally birth back to back to back. So if the baby does not make it to the pouch within 2 days, after 2 days, it takes 2 days for mom to build up enough Pitocin to induce labor again. So after 2 days, fire 2, birth from the second uterus, because she's always pregnant in both. So after 2 days, she will birth from the second uterus. Again, that sounds okay, but what if the first one did make it to the pouch, latch onto the teeth, put the blocker on the Pitocin, nothing else is going to be born? What happens to the baby in the other uterus, right? So what happens is embryonic diapause. That little bean thing I showed you will basically be in suspended animation in the mother's in the mother's uterus for days, weeks, months, or years. It will not progress, it will not regress. It will remain exactly the way it is from 33 days until forever. Days, weeks, months, or years. Until mom is ready to deliver another baby kangaroo. There are 2 things that make mom ready to deliver another baby. Number 1, if whatever baby it is currently nursing stops nursing, that takes the blocker off of the Pitocin and it delivers again immediately. So that it always has a baby in the pouch, or at least a baby nursing. A baby that's hopping around that's still nursing every day would keep the blocker in effect. But when the baby quits nursing, within a day or two, mom will deliver again. Second, a kangaroo is designed to birth as many babies as it can nourish and no more. And Michaela is off now, so those babies haven't been fed yet.
Okay.
And we
I did them this morning. Oh, the babies, I'm sorry.
Chloe and Dash.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And we have VIP back-to-back 10 and 10:30. So the second thing that makes the kangaroo deliver again is if she gets overweight. A kangaroo is designed to birth as many babies as it can nourish and no more. So if it is overweight, that means it could be nourishing more babies, so it will. If it is overweight, it will increase the production of Pitocin to bypass the blocker and deliver again, even with the blocker still in effect from the other baby nursing. But once it has two babies both nursing, that doubles the amount of blocker. It cannot make enough Pitocin to bypass the blocker twice. So it cannot possibly have 3 babies in the pouch at the same time. If the second baby comes up because the mom is overweight, that could happen at any time, right? So if the second baby comes up and mom has already shifted from colostrum to milk, the new baby needs colostrum, no problem. One teat starts over with colostrum while the other one continues to make milk. That is the only animal I'm aware of that can produce 2 different products with its 2 different teats at the same time. The kangaroos are not carrying mothers. If a female kangaroo is being pursued, and you can't say the P word for what chases them, or we'll get kicked off. And if the kangaroo is being pursued, she will pretty consistently, if she has a baby in the pouch large enough to slow her down, she will chuck the baby down for bait and take off. If the female were to have a mantra, that mantra would be, live to have more. So if she's being pursued, chuck the baby down for bait and ditch, live to have more. If mom is malnourished or dehydrated, throw the baby away and ditch, live to have more. Kangaroos have a brutal but effective means of surviving droughts. When a drought starts, and a drought in a desert place can last for a couple of years, when the drought starts, the kangaroos become malnourished or dehydrated, they all throw all of the babies away. So that stops the demand on mothers' bodies to produce milk, and it caps the demand on whatever food source remains through the drought, because no more kangaroos will be born until the drought is over. Because if the females are malnourished or dehydrated, they do not produce Pitocin, so no babies can be born. If the drought is long and the kangaroos do poorly, now remember it's 1 male, 50 females, so the 1 male is statistically insignificant. We're talking about the 50. If the drought is long and they do poorly, that number could go from 50 to 25. But at the end of the drought, they all have 2 on deck. They all are pregnant in both uteruses all the time, ready to deliver. So when the drought ends, a drought in a desert place ordinarily ends with extremely heavy rainfall. So as soon as the drought is over, everything in the desert turns lush and green, perhaps in a way they've never seen before in their life, because they're desert animals. So everything turns lush and green, the kangaroos all begin to gorge themselves on all this suddenly plentiful food. So in a very short period of time, they were all renourished, rehydrated. He is ready for the bottle. They're all renourished, rehydrated, so they all give birth. So that means their numbers would then have gone 50, 25, right back to 50. But since they're gorging themselves on all these suddenly plentiful food, they're all going to birth a second time. So now their numbers will have gone 50, 25, 50, 75. If the drought is shorter, or if they did better through the drought, that number might go 50, 40, 80, 120. So you can make the argument that the drought is a very good thing for a kangaroo, because at the end of the drought, they will be stronger by individual, because the strong survived and the weak did not. They will be more plentiful, because they all birth twice, and they will be stronger as a genetic population, because the weak not only didn't survive, but they were removed from the gene pool. So individually they're stronger, genetically they're stronger, and there's more of them after a drought than there were before. So you can certainly say that a drought is a good thing for kangaroos. And that is why kangaroos are absolutely prolific in Australia. And I actually learned something from some people that were here from Australia yesterday, that you actually do need a permit now to shoot kangaroos. I've been saying for a long time, crunch all you want, we got more. But that is old information. You do now need a permit to eradicate kangaroos, but you pull tags by the 500 just for the asking is what they said. But you are supposed to pull a tag. But you can get a tag for 500 at a time. And if they're on your own property, you just do something online and you don't even, it's just, I'm gonna get rid of some kangaroos. But the last study that I'm aware of was 2006. There were 16 million humans in Australia and at least 60 million kangaroos. Thanks, buddy, for hopping right up to me.
Yeah.
The wee-wee, real nice. All right, so we're gonna do these bottles now.
They're ready.
Yes, they are.
They are so soft. They are, yeah. They do good with the climate here? Yeah, so they're cold tolerant and heat tolerant. In the summer, they will slaughter on their farms here, which acts as a cooling
2 or 3 times. Donald and Kathleen, right?
Yeah. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're here at the baby kangaroo bottle feeding at Coe Riverside Farm. We're here this morning with Donald and Kathleen. Donald is a fellow Navy man with me. Donald with his left hand is feeding Max, with his right hand is feeding Rachel. Kathleen with her left hand is feeding Phoebe, and with her right hand is feeding Ruby. These are all red kangaroos, but the redness of a red kangaroo is a male hormone-driven trait. So the females turn to blue-gray color as soon as they leave the pouch. The males remain red throughout their life unless they are neutered or very old. And Kathleen, if you raise your right hand further from the floor, there you go. All right, so the only kangaroo here that is a male is this guy right here. This is Max that Donald is feeding. The other 3 are all females. Nutritionally, none of these still require these bottles. This is a social thing. Nutritionally, they can stop the bottles at 10 or 11 months. Socially, we feed our bottles kangaroos all the way to 18 months, because the longer you feed a kangaroo the bottle, the friendlier kangaroo you will have. These kangaroos in front of us right here, Ruby and Max, are both between 15 and 16 months. Phoebe is the youngest one there. That is Kathleen's left hand. Phoebe is 11 months. Rachel is 12 months. Max, being a male, is the biggest. He weighs about 41 pounds. Ruby weighs about, sorry, I don't know if I said that right. He weighs about 41 pounds. Ruby is about 38 pounds. Rachel is about 18 pounds, and Phoebe is about 14 pounds. Today is November 20th, 2025. We are at a Coe Riverside Farm in Benton, Tennessee. All right, if you guys will look up, we'll do a couple stills right here. And then as they finish the bottles, you put them away, because this one is going to try to take the bottle from the littler ones. Max. So Ruby always finishes first, Rachel always finishes second, and then Max and Phoebe will both be last. Yeah, this morning. Got up early, went to faith and football.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, yeah, no, they're not going anywhere.
I tried loading them with the banana.
Do you guys have the slothing counter?
Yeah.
Next?
No, that was Florida. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm doing the baby sloth, or we both are, at noon time.
Okay.
I said, I want to do for Christmas is go
Yeah.
Christmas present.
Mhm.
With the,
It's a pretty unique experience.
you don't have to go.
Yeah.
I'm about to be going for a week. On morning or are you doing Saturday morning before the wedding?
That's too bad.
Yeah, well, see that thing with the.
Oh.
I don't know what's going down with that, she just stayed there.
You can squeeze it just real gently and consistently. Yeah, just like that.
A little different than the road cheese, they use the fish, right?
Yeah, the nipple that's for the kangaroos is what is anatomically correct, so that is what the mother's nipple looks like.
That's, that is, looks just like the, awesome.
Oh, really? Well, they're marsupials too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're firm,
Did you guys say you live near Murphy?
Yeah, we kind of backyard of farmer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty up there.
Yeah, I say there's this one flat land over in this area, with us, and people come and say, well, where's the mountains, you know, and we're about 1900. And then, you know, when you're ready in the mountain, that's what they get.
We went, we went by a farm that has been around years.
Mhm.
Figure out how to run solar with the bricks. And, turns out she
On it.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'd be like, peace out.
scared to God that, my comment was you know, that is worse than this.
Yeah,
Do you ever go over to Field of the Woods?
We're right by there.
You are by there?
Yeah, we back up to it, actually.
It's so pretty over there.
Yeah.
So what's it like inside there? I've never went in there.
Well, if you ask me right now,
Cause it's a little weird. It's like all these religious things, right?
well, it's not that, Bola, paper company,
Okay.
sold out their 3,000 acres on Macon Convention. So it's very quickly turning into subdivisions, tiny
Oh.
homes,
Yeah.
and anything else. So what it was when we moved in, it isn't, the reason why I left was primarily, it has Macon. Access.
Right. I'm gonna go up there.
Well, Jared,
I
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they.
I saw it.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
That's the
we're
worst.
developing
Mhm. That's a beautiful area though. You guys are in a great area.
crash.
Yeah.
So it's got so you know it's
Yeah. There's that new barbecue place over there between like I guess Delaware Plains and Reliance. It's like kind of on the side of the road.
Oh, okay.
It's over there. It's like on one of the little back roads, but we ate there during the summer. Mind-boggling good.
Oh,
And
really?
it's fairly new. Like I don't think it was there like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, new barbecue place over in that area was phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got, yeah.
So, we have, oh, yeah, we're on the slot, yeah, like this, blah, blah.
Yeah, that was a lot.
It's,
Which are better?
like I said, we're just right now trying to enjoy
You can reach this right after you get out.
Well, that's awesome.
I just kind of.
We'll see you guys at 12.
Okay, and we just check it out the farmer's store again?
No, just come straight down there.
Oh, down here, okay,
Yep.
12.
Sloths are in that room right there.
Oh, okay, we'll be here.
All right, we'll see you all at 12. Come on in, y'all.